Thank you for tuning in to Global Elite Consultant. Today we're going to talk about getting your license to open a non-medical home care agency in Oregon. So the first thing you need to do is obtain an in-home care agency, which is IHCA license from the Oregon Health Authorities, which is OHA. This license is required for agencies that provide personal care, companions, homemakers, and assistance with activity of daily living, which is ADL. Form your business, register your business with the Oregon Secretary of State. Choose a business structure, LLC, corporation, or sole proprietorship. You don't want to do a sole proprietorship because it doesn't insulate you from being sued and them attaching your personal belongings. So you want to get either a LLC or a corporation. A corporation, I definitely prefer because you can give out shares to your children, like five shares or 10 shares. And if you sell your business, like if you give out 5 shares and then you sell your business, they get 5% of that. Or it's just, whatever your business is worth, then the 5 shares is worth 5% of your business. So it's good to give if you wanted to give your grandchildren or your children or your, shares in your business. That's why I like a corporation. LLC, you cannot do that. LLC is really meant for partners that's forming, but you don't have to be a partner to do an LLC. But what you should do is contact your accountant and ask which one possibly should you do, because also your tax is going to be different, depending upon which structure you choose. So just check with your accountant. You need to obtain an EIN from the Internal Revenue, which is your employee identification number. And you would go to irs.gov and you can get that right online. Takes, a minute to get. It also says that you need to also get an Oregon business registered number, get your business a bank account. Now, you need to determine what type of in-home care agency license classification you're going to get. Oregon has 4 different classifications. One is limited for personal care and medication reminders only. 2 for basic for medication assistance only. 3 for if you intermediate is 3, and if you I guess that may be for skill. I guess because it says nurse delegation. And then 4 would be comprehensive. That's the one you really want to get. It's a full range of in-home care services, and it would be non-medical. So you would get the comprehensive, or maybe you just do want to, do personal care and medication reminders. You could do that. But if you do that and then a patient needs to go on errands or needs something else that is not included in that, you won't be able to provide it for them. So comprehensive is always better. You probably don't have to go through anything different with the license. The policy and procedure manual is probably the only thing that's going to be different. Okay. And then it says most startup non-medical agency apply for the comprehensive license because it provides the broadest service authority. You can have an office in your home if you like. Some people, I do advise people when you first starting out, get your office in your home because clients will never be coming to your office. The only thing you're going to do is give interviews in your office, and sometimes people don't even show up, so you could give the interview on Zoom. So you can give interviews on Zoom, and you don't really need to have an office. You can wait till you get more income, more established financially, and then get yourself an office, unless you already have one or unless you just want to. But I had a client that came, he had a fabulous office, it was like $1,500 a month. And I had told him he didn't need that when he first started. Nobody was going to see it but him. And sure enough, all the time he had that office, which was 1 year, only 1 or 2 caregivers saw it because the other times the caregivers wanted to interview on Zoom. And he was telling me that he got to a point where he was paying the office rent and his home rent, and it just became too much, which I had advised him that in the first place, that he didn't need the office, so he gave up the office. Okay, so what you also have to have is a locked file cabinet, a file cabinet that locks, a telephone, computer, internet service, and somewhere where you could keep all your HEPA compliance information, like your policy and procedure manuals. There's 9 binders and there's 9 binders, 8 binders on the agency and 1 binder on the Medicare waiver program. Okay. Oregon requires a qualified administrator responsible for daily operations, one that either has had some type of healthcare experience or manager in healthcare. And they're able to oversee the compliance, staffing, and quality assurance. Okay. You need to have a policy and procedure manual. And we can help you with that because we have policy and procedure manuals. They're anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000, depending upon what you want. If you want all 9 binders, which is your regular binders for your agency, and then your one for Medicare waiver, that's going to be $3,000 for all of the binders. Unless you're getting a program where you're paying us to help you get your license and everything, then the binders are, the policy and procedure manuals is included in that price. Or if you're getting not our full comprehensive program, but maybe you just need a few things from our program for us to help you with, then you'll get a discount on the policy and procedure manual. In other words, if you're getting any service from us other than the policy and procedure manual, you could get a discount. If it's just the policy and procedure manual, then it's the regular price. You need to have insurance for your agency, general liability, professional liability, workman comp, bonding if you need that. And those are the ones you need for your agency. We can help you with that too if you need help finding an insurance company. You have to complete background checks on the owner, the administrator, if the owner is going to be running the business. Well, yeah, you'll have to do it on the owner because when you apply for your license, the owner has to get the background check. And just about all your employees, you're going to need that. All the caregivers, you're definitely going to need background checks. So actually, everybody who works for you, you're going to need a background check. So you're going to submit the license, apply through the OHA Health Facility Licensing and Certification Program. I'll put it in the notes, the portal that you go to apply for the license. Also, if you need the OHA licensing forms and application, I'll put the link to that as well. The licensing fee, I'm not sure what it is in Oregon. You'll also have to do a survey. They come out and do the survey, and what they're going to come out looking for your policy and procedure manual, and just make sure you're in compliance with everything. They're going to look at how your office is set up, your compliance system, your personal files, your administrative qualifications. I said your policy and procedure manuals. Yeah. If the office is usually in your home or not, they want to see, your office hours of your business posted somewhere. And they're going to look for the lock. Make sure you have the lock file cabinet, a file cabinet that locks. You need to hire your caregivers. And I already told you all caregivers need to have a criminal background check, a reference check. They need to do an orientation. They need to have a CPR first aid class and ongoing in-service training, because the caregivers they are required to have so much training each year. You also have to set up a website, a business email address. You're going to need different forms for the client when they fill out, like the intake form and the service agreement and patient rights and the consent form. You're going to need that for when you take it and go out to the patients to sign them up as new clients. A scheduling and billing system. So you'll also use a lot of, third-party billing. Like you'll need something for the caregivers to be able to clock in and out and to do their charting. So you'll have to, contact the company to get that done. If you need any help for all this, I'll put our information in the notes, so you'll be able to call us and we can help you with whatever you want us to help you with for a fee. Okay, so if you have any questions, just put them in any questions you have in the comments, and I'll try to get back with you. Sometimes it might be a week or even 2 weeks before I can get around to looking at the comments, but just put them there and I'll give you a call. If I haven't, if you put something in the comments and I haven't answered you, please send me an email and I will answer it right away. I'll also put the emails in the notes so that you can contact me directly through the email. The phone number will also be in there too if you want to call. But sometimes it's quicker if you, shoot me an email. Okay, then. Thank you so much, and good luck for opening your non-medical home care agency. Have a good week.